What up? What up? Welcome back. Don't want to show that. Let's flip over. All right. As the name suggests, I'm going to talk about data lakes a little bit today. Something that I've used a handful of times, different clients want to make it a regular practice for VHT. So I'm going to talk about what that looks like. But while we get prepared to start, I'm going to run a couple of commercials and pay a couple bills. So give me a second here.
Are you struggling to pinpoint your target audience for your ads? Look no further, as Google Analytics 4 is here to save the day. With this powerful tool, you can build laser-focused audiences based on your website visitors' behavior. Imagine having the ability to group your audience by their interests, browsing habits, and demographics. With Google Analytics 4, you can do just that. You can even create audiences based on specific events or actions taken on your website. So why wait? Harness the power of Google Analytics 4 today and start creating highly targeted audiences for your ads.
What you can't see that's off screen here is I'm playing around with Shine Ranker. It's something that I've spoken about a couple of times now. I'm going to drop a link for that in the chat here. Give me 1 second. Looks like this. The process of getting this document cleaned up, but right now you're just going to get the makeshift version of it, so you're welcome. See if I can share this Shine Ranker thing so you guys can kind of see a sample before we really get started here. Oops, not that. Not gonna lie, this is it's pretty messy. The hardest part is you have to choose the actual tab in order to share audio. So give me a sec here. I'll get that figured out. There it goes. Got an entirely different tab and everything, incognito. All right, so of course this one doesn't want to work. That's fine.
Universal Analytics is all but extinct. At this point, you need to choose where you want to store all your old marketing data for future use.
So you can see like a quick
Universal
preview.
Analytics is all but extinct. At this point, you need to choose where you want to store all your old.
Really just trying
Universal
to push
Analytics is
the
all but
idea
extinct.
of
At this point, you need to choose where you want to
warehousing
store your
this
historical
data.
data. Don't let it.
And we'll talk about how that works
Universal
with a
Analytics is
data
now
lake
extinct,
soon.
similar to the mighty T-Rex. We only have fossils to remind us that dinosaurs existed. Similarly, don't let your Universal Analytics data disappear into obscurity.
So you get the point. There's a couple of these, and then there's this tool that's kind of interesting. The video enhancer tool, couldn't get it to work the past couple of days. This stuff is super buggy right
Discover
now.
the power of Google Analytics 4 with our guide to utilizing the traffic acquisition report. Gain invaluable insights into how visitors find their way to your site.
So that's my voice through 11 Labs.
Paid advertising or social platforms.
See the little API.
Simply access the acquisition tab from the menu on the left. followed by traffic acquisition.
So what's kind of dope about this is they actually just took a piece of content I already had. So I just dropped the link here. Maybe I can get it to work. 1 second. Let's try to see if I can show you guys a live version of it. I need to go to my YouTube channel first. 1 second. Appreciate you guys bearing with me here. Speaking of that, you know, as a new creator, it's one of those things where I just kind of send it nowadays. I remember back when I really didn't know what I was doing. I felt almost ashamed to even work with this stuff. Now it's like, who cares, right? All right, so if I jump over to the tool, I drop this here, you're gonna see that I can essentially enhance a script or original script. I like using original script. I'm gonna use my same voice and then try to generate there. So the idea with this tool is that I can drop in a link, remix it, same voice, same script, different visual. So essentially, one piece of content can be, you know, hundreds of pieces of content. Usually isn't that extreme. That's, you know, hypothetical, but at least you could take one video and get 10 videos out of it, right? So that still makes it worth the price of admission. I believe it's like $100. I can't remember. I think I bought like a annual pass on it. Now we wait. Okay, so while that's doing its thing, I will show you guys something else. So let's do that. Okay, what we're really here for is to talk about data lake and how I'm going to play with that. It's kind of my next new toy. Let me make sure that I use the tab so that we can actually listen to the video together. Okay, that looks like that. All right, that looks about right. All right, so for me, the part you didn't see is I signed up for Databricks yesterday. Found these guys randomly from a YouTube channel. Let me see. They had a conference in June. Data and AI Summit is what I think it was called. It's in SF. I'll be going next year. Didn't know about it. Anywho's, signed up with this. They're pretty much, I don't know if hosting is the correct terminology. Don't kill me on that, but they allow you to create a data lake inside of a cloud infrastructure of your choice. I chose Google Cloud because I'm familiar with it.
In this video, we will show you how to get your...
So now we're gonna listen, and you're gonna watch me connect it and talk about it and walk through why this matters. It's a solution to a common issue, and that issue is people have visitors, they have conversion tracking set up, they see one thing in Facebook, see another thing in Google Ads, another thing in their reporting, be it Looker Studio, Google Analytics, whatever. And they have this issue, this customer journey problem that persists, and it's only going to get worse. You see automatic blocking from devices. So you think of iOS, think of your iPhone asking you every single time you download an app if you want to allow tracking or not. So most of the world, well, at least most of the sophisticated digital world is using an Apple device of some sort. So what that turns into is difficulty tracking people who are on certain devices, this is a solution to that issue, where you essentially pull data from different sources, put it into one first-party area, so the company itself is going to own it, rather than Facebook owning it or somebody else, right? You use that to mix and match different pieces of data that you pull in from that person to figure out who's interacting on your site at any given time. Enrich that and then pull it back. So now imagine a situation where from one platform I've got a phone number, another platform I've got a name, other platform I've got emails, and on a different platform I've got interactions that are being tracked. I can essentially pull all that to one place and put together the puzzle. So that's why this is dope. That's why it matters. Been saying for a while that first-party cookies are the future. That's going to be the game for advertisers, marketers. If you need to understand how people are moving through your site and interacting with you, should perform, regardless if you've got a commercial interest or not. If you really feel like you need to understand, then this is the way.
Get yourself and your team started on Databricks in just a few minutes. Let's start by logging into the Google Cloud Platform. If you don't have an existing Google Cloud, sign up for a new account. Select Google Cloud Project before you begin the subscription process. If you would like to create a new project, enter your project name and confirm that you have a Google Cloud Identity Organization object defined within your Google Cloud console. Once this project is created, select your project from the drop-down menu in the upper navigation. Before subscribing to Databricks, check with your billing admin for a Google billing account that you may use to subscribe to Databricks. Find Billing in the left navigation bar and either link to a new account or upgrade an existing account. Now, find Databricks under Partner Solutions on the left nav bar of Google Cloud Console, or simply search for Databricks in the Google Cloud Marketplace. Once you select the subscription period and billing account, you can confirm the terms of service to purchase. You will see a pop-up window to register with Databricks. Sign in with this familiar blue Google SSO. Put your organization name in with this familiar blue Google SSO in the terms of service to
Let me
purchase.
see how much this costs.
You will see a pop-up window to register with Databricks. Sign in with this familiar blue Google SSO. Put your organization.
Yeah,
See a pop-up window. Google Cloud Marketplace. Once you select the subscription period and billing
they totally skimmed past that part, right?
account, you can confirm the terms of service to purchase. You will see a
1 month free, and then it's how much? That's going to depend on what you need. It talks about features there.
a pop-up window to register with Databricks.
Okay, I'll figure that out.
Sign in with this familiar blue Google SSO. Put your organization name in free text. You will be returned to the Google Cloud Marketplace once you are registered. Click the blue button, Manage on Provider. Confirm your identity. You will now see the Databricks account console. Now we are ready to create a Databricks workspace where users can work. But first, we'll need to set up a few prerequisites. There are a few prerequisites to set up your Databricks on Google Cloud account and create your first Databricks workspace.
So what I've learned, also, just go ahead and say this. I want to show the process. I'm going to struggle with GCP, setting it up. I don't like struggling with it, but I'm going to go ahead and show that because essentially there's too much going on to where anybody would want to just copy it. And if you're the type of person who's already proficient in GCP, then you should be able to set this up on your own anyways, and then call me in once it's time for me to do the advanced like tracking things. Anyways, just saying that because I think there's a lot of people who have apprehension towards showing their craft because they're afraid someone's going to steal something. Really silly. It doesn't, everybody's got way more on their plate than you realize, and most people don't want to deal with this. That's why they hire people like me.
This first step is to ensure you allocate the minimum quotas required for the target Google Cloud regions where the Databricks clusters will run. There are 3 resource quotas you will need: CPUs, N2 CPUs, and SSD total storage. For each, make sure their quota is equal to or greater than the minimum listed here in the documentation.
Easy.
Within the I Am and Admin tab on the GCP console, use the top search bar to find these quotas. Once you have the list of quotas filtered, click on each one and increase if necessary to the required minimums. Fill out a brief description to request the new quota limit. Once the quota is approved, you will receive an approval email from Google. Calculate the subnet sizes to be used for your workspace. When you create a new workspace using the account console, Databricks creates a Google Cloud GKE cluster. By default, Databricks decides the IP ranges for the subnets. You can optionally use advanced configurations to subnet sizes explicitly. Please refer to Databricks documentation for more details on sizing networks. Additionally, if your organization has any Google Cloud policies in place that would block resource creation, such as domain-restricted sharing, please make sure to adjust those to allow for Databricks to function in your projects. You can review our documentation for more details, as each account in the Google environment has unique settings. Once you have configured the prerequisites, you are all set to create a new Databricks workspace. Log in to Databricks from the GCP Marketplace with Google SSO. You are now in the Databricks Account Admin Console. In the Workspace tab in the Product sidebar, click on Create Workspace and enter your desired workspace name, region, and Google Cloud Project ID that you see in your GCP console. Within a few seconds, you will see your workspace being provisioned. Click on the workspace URL and log in with the Google SSO. Your first Databricks workspace is deployed. A Databricks admin can manage user accounts with the Databricks Admin Console in the upper right corner. Go to the Users tab on the Admin Console to add and remove users. To add a user on the Users tab, click Add User. Enter the user email ID and click Send Invite. Databricks sends a confirmation email with the workspace URL. The user is added to the workspace. The user is authenticated through Databricks integration with Google's Cloud Identity OAuth 2.0 implementation. Want to take it for a spin? Create a new cluster in your Databricks workspace. When you create a new cluster for the first time, Databricks bootstraps a GKE cluster, which can take up to 20 minutes. Subsequent Databricks clusters will only take a few seconds. Let's explore the Quick Start tutorial to get started. You will need a notebook. A notebook is a collection of cells that runs computations on a Databricks cluster. Attach the Databricks Quick Start notebook to the cluster you created just now. The default language is SQL, but you can use any of the other languages like Python, Scala, or R and switch between them in the same notebook. Here, we are creating a table using data from a sample CSV data file available in Databricks Datasets, a collection of datasets mounted to Databricks File System, DBFS, a distributed file system installed on Databricks clusters. Write the CSV data to Delta Lake format and create a Delta table. Delta Lake offers a powerful transactional storage layer that enables fast reads, ACID transactions, and many other reliability and performance benefits. Delta Lake format consists of Parquet files plus a transaction log. We use Delta Lake to get the best performance on future operations on the table. Read the CSV data into a data frame and write out in Delta Lake format. This command uses a Python language magic command, which allows you to interleave commands in languages other than the notebook default language, SQL. Create a Delta table at the stored location. Next, we run a SQL statement to query the table for the average diamond price by color. You can click the bar chart icon to display a chart of the average diamond price by color. That's it! We've covered how to set up your Databricks on Google Cloud account and get started as a user in the Databricks Data Science and Engineering workspace by creating a cluster, a notebook, running SQL commands, and displaying results.
All right, simple, right? So what's the most interesting for me is you see something like this and you realize the end result, the capability, way far reaching. However, there's so many nuances that I'm going to have to learn in order to use this properly. Yeah, this is going into data engineering and data science territory. Okay. That also lets me know that it's worth pursuing, mostly because the average marketer definitely isn't going to take the time to get that deep into it. So let's do some more education. I'm going to talk about a little data clean room action.
As a technology service that allows content platforms to keep user. Is customer information safe in a data clean room?
So a data clean room looks like this. Just found this out yesterday. Piecing it all together. So let me see if I can share this for you guys. Something like that's pretty cool, but I can add slides here. Do entire screen. Okay, you guys can see this. Yep. So it looks a little bit like this. This is, notice the data clean room's in the middle. So we've got advertiser data comes in, publisher data comes in. So this is stuff that I'm pulling from the visitor. Let's say they log in or they interact with the site, whatnot. Publisher is site owner in this case. So whatever interactions we got going on, we got this, and then we've got this blocker for scope agreement. So think of cookie management platform where it says, do you accept all cookies? Do you accept some of these but reject others, etc.? So we take those considerations, and this is the process. We have this stuff from the traffic source, and then we've got information coming from the actual client side. So the website itself, that goes into here, and there is what's called a data clean room that kind of parses that information together, and then we send it on. Now, there also are situations where there's an additional input. I'm not sure where the data lake would insert itself, but it would be somewhere during the parsing part, and then turns into advanced custom attribution. Anyways, for some reason, I thought that would be worth showing you guys. So there you are. All right, back to what I was talking about.
A data clean room is a technology service that allows content platforms to keep user data private when interacting with advertising providers. The concept of a data clean room is the equivalent to a physical clean room, but for user data. A physical clean room is an untouched environment where technology can't be contaminated by physical, outside elements. In a data clean room, the primary concern is about keeping user data isolated and private. We'll cover how data clean rooms work and their benefits, but you can learn more about the growing market of customer data platforms by clicking the link above or in the description below. And to keep up with our latest videos on business technology, make sure to hit that subscribe button too. Content platforms collect user information as part of the day-to-day operations, like demographics, browsing activity, purchase history, email engagement, and customer feedback. But with privacy laws and compliance regulations like GDPR and the California Privacy Rights Act, and the end of third-party cookies, sharing that user information directly with advertisers is increasingly complex and difficult. Luckily, data clean rooms make this process easier by making first-person data anonymous, while still allowing advertisers and marketers access to the information that helps them identify and analyze consumer trends and behavior. So how do data clean rooms work? Using data cleanroom software, the content provider can upload first-person user data from different systems, including e-commerce, logging, and customer relation management. The user data is encrypted.
Let's go, CRM.
On its way from the provider to the data cleanroom, where it is anonymized and aggregated into user demographic groups. The data remains encrypted so that no one can access personally identifiable information. Then, approved partners and advertisers are granted access to the anonymized data by the content provider. The protected data can be used by partners and advertisers for data analytics, for audience measure, and engagement. Do you think data clean rooms are a promising user data privacy solution? Why or why not? Leave your thoughts in the comments below and be sure to hit that like.
I mean, that's where we're at right now. So I would say yes. This is great. So essentially, I in my last engagement, we were trying to find a solution for this, and essentially I knew that there was going to be a possibility. I just didn't have the solution on the tip of my tongue yet. And the solution was taking CRM data, having a user ID, not using first name, not using last name, not using anything that's personally identifiable. Taking that user ID from the CRM, adding it, which you can import into Google Analytics, obviously. You would import it into Google Analytics to understand that person and their user journey. But the part that I wasn't sure about and that kept me from pursuing it further or actually getting it actionable amongst the teams was taking the CRM user ID, parsing that up with a user ID that's on the GA side, and making sure that we can match those up and define that user journey. So imagine a situation where someone comes to the site, you know, they have several touch points before they actually convert. But as soon as they convert, they are given an ID. That ID is connected to the ID they had on site before they became an official member. Now we have a peek into the entire process of them first coming to the site to them actually converting, especially if it's a longer conversion cycle. So the client that I was working with, they have a product that is very expensive. So typically whenever the cost is high, it takes a while for the sales cycle. And I don't know, it just blows my mind to think about it, because I know for a fact that if they had that information, it'd be so much easier for them to identify people who have similar behavior, catch them at different parts of the journey, run targeted ads. Imagine remarketing to somebody who's like, based on data, 80% of the way there or 90% of the way there, just based on behavior, based on familiar patterns in engagement and how they're engaging with the brand. Maybe that means they read a blog post, opened an email, watched a YouTube video, did something else. And now we know, based on past user behavior, that they're probably going to make a decision soon. Imagine being able to then get in front of that person, show them another ad just to tip them over the scale, because you know that's probably what they need. It's pretty dope. It can turn into shooting fish in a barrel, so to speak. All right, let's see. This is the site of the YouTube video we just watched. This is from last year.
Two technologies, two pools of data, two different tasks. The line between customer data platforms, or CDPs, and data management platforms, or DMPs, continues to blur. A CDP is technically any system that gathers customer data from multiple sources, identifies when the data belongs to the same customer, and hosts one unified customer profile in a central location for any department or team to access.
I mean, that's it in a nutshell.
DMP is usually a data warehouse that collects, stores, and manages anonymized customer data primarily gathered from the web, mobile apps, and social media advertising platforms. Sometimes, a DMP can also be a software suite with data management and analytics tools. And while the technologies overlap in some capabilities, concern collecting and organizing customer data, and even sound similar, there are key differences in data sources and use cases. CDPs primarily manage the company's own first-party data, like user data from the company's website, CRM platforms, social media profiles, customer feedback, or subscription-based emails. It creates a golden record of each customer, a single source of truth, meaning sales, customer service, marketing, finance, and accounting each have the same record for each individual customer in their respective databases. This data is long-lasting and is held permanently. CDPs collect some external data, but not all. A DMP, on the other hand, collects purchased second and third-party data, like leads bought through the funnel and user data gathered from web cookies and device IDs from Facebook, LinkedIn, and other popular platforms. Second and third-party data is usually impermanent, lacks the completeness of first-party customer data, and is difficult to manage in terms of privacy compliance. DMPs can collect some internal data, but not as well as CDPs. CDPs can reduce latency in an organization's decision-making process and deliver content and product recommendations to current customers in real time. They provide an understanding of current customer behavior to marketers and other business users to facilitate better customer experiences with personalization, product delivery, and customer support. Reaching potential customers is beyond the CDP scope, and DMPs fill that gap. They gather data on potential customers and customer behavior, and primarily feed data into ad tech platforms that message these potential customers on web, social media, and other digital channels. A CDP is also not the same as marketing automation either. Click the link above in the description below to learn how they're different and the benefits of each. How does your organization use a CDP? A DMP? Both? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to hit that like button.
Yeah, this is dope. Good to be thinking about. Really good to be thinking about, man. That's where we're going with it. Okay, so let me show you something else. So I've got this Shine Ranker game. You saw me working on this earlier, and it actually worked.
You used to be a tracking
This is my
superhero,
voice.
but now your ads have seen a massive decrease in their effectiveness. You know why? And I know why. You haven't learned how to properly use all the new features in GA4 to get
Shine
better tracking
Raker.
data.
It's crazy.
Time to dust off that old superhero cape and try to fit back into those sparkly tights. Go to fixyourtracking.com to learn how.
Oh, fake Superman. That's awesome. All right. So I'm going to try one more since it's working today. I don't fight it. I just go with it. Let's see if I can get away with this. Something a little more. They do better whenever you use the, if I'm remixing an actual Shine Ranker video, I've noticed. So I'm kind of looking for that. I'm sorry, you guys couldn't see that whole time. Let's see. I haven't really used this or tried this, so let's try it. See if they make a cartoon version of me. I am a cartoon, damn it. All right, so I just dropped the link in there and then clicked process. So we're gonna see. Okay. A little healthy distraction. Let's go back to where we were. This guy. I actually want to see what they have to say about first party versus third party.
Cookies aren't sweet treats, but packets of data on a computer that store information about a user's activity on a website. You probably encounter cookies every day. For instance, if you go to a website to check the weather, you'll probably type in your zip code. The site will use cookies to save that information, so the next time you check the weather, it will already know your zip code. Cookies primarily fall into one of two main categories, first party or third party, which we'll explore in this video. Cookies serve a necessary function in the modern internet, but not all cookies are created equal. For instance, many companies like Google are planning to turn away from third-party cookies, which you can read more about in the link above or in the description below. While both first and third-party cookies contain the same information and perform the same function, aka tracking data, they differ in how they're created and used. First-party cookies are added by the website publisher or owner, with the intention of creating a more positive user experience for future site visits. This might look like saving voluntary personal information for a faster login, or remembering what a user added to their shopping cart the last time. First-party cookies are also known as session cookies, as they track a user's session on the host domain only. Because these cookies aim to improve site access, they generally have a more positive reputation than the other types of cookies. Third-party cookies, as the name suggests, come from servers or domains different from the one the user is visiting. Third parties place these cookies onto the user's device through websites with scripts that load the third party's code, usually for advertising purposes or enabling third-party services. Third-party cookies, also called persistent cookies, remain on a website until an admin takes them down, although users can disable cookie tracking on their browsers as well. These cookies won't necessarily infect a computer with malware, but users should know which types a website uses. Third-party cookies get a particularly bad rap, as marketers mainly use them for advertising purposes. As regulators and consumers alike apply pressure to protect online privacy, large companies are blocking third-party cookies on their websites. But when used correctly and with the right intent, cookies can improve user experience. Do you use first or third-party cookies on your website? Is the third-party cookie near death? Share your thoughts in the comments below and be sure to hit that like button.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Third party's about to be done for. switch gears real quick.
And walled gardens becoming even more walled off, brands are left in a tricky position. They need a privacy-first way to access granular data, analyze ad performance accurately, attribute conversions to ads across channels, including those walled gardens, and then refine their audience strategy. And if brands want that full view of the customer journey, they'll need to stitch together multiple user identities. The data clean rooms, or DCRs, are privacy-first closed environments in the cloud. They enable brands and their partners to match and aggregate first-party.
Okay, hold on. So DCR, the CDP, all these freaking acronyms, man. Customer data platform. I want to know more about those. Let's watch this first.
Data without actually sharing any raw data in the cloud. They enable brands and their partners to match and aggregate first-party data without actually sharing any raw data. They're like if a dating app never shared personal details with either party, just set up a date based on reliable criteria for a match. Great concept for advertising, maybe not so much for dating. Let's say your sunscreen brand wants to know where its new customers are coming from. Your brand puts their first-party data into the DCR. Now, the walled gardens, let's say Facebook or Amazon, and other ad platforms like Jivox, also make their first-party data available to the data clean room. Now, without seeing their partner's data, the sunscreen brand can now accurately measure which new customers saw its ad campaign on different platforms. With data clean rooms, brands can access more data, track attribution more effectively, and fine-tune ads with hyper-personalization, all while complying with privacy regulations. Learn more about how Jivox Data Clean Room can help your brand succeed with privacy-first analytics for DCO and personalized marketing campaigns.
That's dope. So these are all
Hi, we are Hub.
mostly videos from service providers, right? So that last one is actually an ad platform I haven't heard of before, but I'll check them out in a little bit here.
Boo, a data cleanroom software company empowering businesses to operate in decentralized data environments to unlock insights and power measurement, targeting, and
Problem with it is this sounds really good, right? The function sounds the exact same across the board on every provider's video that we've watched so far, but you got to lean into who's telling the truth, who's actually providing the best version of this. Me personally, I wouldn't want to get into bed with any one particular solution. I would rather use something that's already connected to GCP. So that said, the Databricks solution here, what I showed you first, seems to be pretty interesting because they're actually integrated directly with GCP, as opposed to imagine a situation where you have Habu and you have to be on their platform in order to access the link that you've created, so you're stuck there. I don't know how any of this is going to work from a practicality standpoint and usability standpoint, but I'm about to dive head first so that I can make sure that any client that I set up with this is going to get the best version. That's the part that I love the most about what we're doing, is I get to be the guinea pig and then find a solution, then present that solution to somebody after I've already played around with it. So that's what this live stream is. That's what this whole thing is presenting ideas, presenting solutions, and then presenting best use cases based on actual experience versus hypothetical.
personalization. As ecosystem changes disrupt the marketing universe and tried and true tactics become increasingly difficult, businesses need secure data collaboration, controlled data access, and comprehensive analytics in this privacy-first and distributed data era. With the loss of third-party cookies and other identifiers, evolving privacy regulations, and the walled garden walls getting higher, smart brands have found a way to recreate the customer journey and uncover new insights across a disparate ecosystem. Say hello to the data clean room. For those who may not be familiar, a data clean room is a privacy-first, closed environment built to allow brands access to audience data from a partner or media platform and match it with their own first-party data. Today, customers are leveraging Habu's data clean room for campaign measurement, analysis and segmentation, and activation. Those that have embraced these industry changes and data clean rooms are reaping the benefits of unlocking new opportunities not available before. Retailers are setting up data clean rooms to securely share transaction data to CPG companies for attribution and closed-loop measurement. Media companies with rich data assets are creating additional revenue channels by developing new and deeper strategic partnerships with key advertisers through their data clean rooms. And even automotive companies are closing gaps in their customer journey with high-value intent signals from endemic publishers and conversion signals from location partners by working in clean room environments and collaborating directly with premium partners. These are just a few ways that brands from many different industries are realizing value from data clean rooms. In fact, according to Gartner, those who share data externally generate 3 times more measurable economic benefit than those who do not. These brands are gaining an edge and benefiting from more robust data enrichment, smarter campaign planning, and better measurement, and much more. As more and more companies are turning to data clean rooms as a core solution for their business, you'll want to start thinking about where they fit into your data-driven marketing strategy. Learn how Habu can up-level your collaborative intelligence.
I mean, that's a good, quick video. Let's see what they're about. Now y'all understand why I have so many freaking tabs on. This is solid. Yeah, this is solid. Yeah, Snowflake, Google Cloud. They got a partnership with Databricks. This is awesome. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to eat my words on Habu. It seems like they've got quite a bit going on here. This is mad interesting, man. There is, I think I just opened up a can of worms, y'all. This shit's insane, dude. Multi-cloud. And here I am just trying to get people to store their UA data through BigQuery. And there's this entire situation happening here. This is pretty cool. I think I want to request a demo here. Making up shit. I change my title every time I submit one of these. What do they want me to do with the caption? Come on now. Okay, it's submitted. Cool. They'll hit me up soon. Nice. So let's see. This should shoot me over to Google Search Console. Or not Search Console, sorry. Cloud Console. And I'm here. I've got a 14-day trial. I have no clue what the hell I'm doing with this right now, but I've got a couple of instances. My server side setup is here, I do believe. I probably need to take a look at it though. Yeah. Let me check. Should be pretty easy. TCTC. That should be here. I'm not going to show you guys this tab because you don't need to see it. That's my live instance, and then I have a server-side instance, I believe. Yeah, server-side live. So I'm good there. And what I can do, drop this in. Okay, they want to bill me, of course. Got a billing account already.
Yeah, it looks like not very small.
So I mentioned this earlier.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what the consumption unit is. It's $10 a month. I don't know, maybe $100. I have no clue, but hey.
And so it's usually there's like a group.
I don't understand what a consumption unit even is, but they're asking me. So the good thing about cloud technology is you only get paid, or you only have to pay for what you use. So hopefully I'm not actually. Let's see what this is. Okay, let me watch my video again. I was going to do this separately, but y'all about to watch me do this. Sorry.
Billing admin for a Google billing account that you may use to subscribe to Databricks. Find billing in the left navigation bar and either link to a new account or upgrade an existing account. Now, find Databricks under Partner Solutions on the left nav bar of Google Cloud Console, or simply search for Databricks in the Google Cloud Marketplace. Once you select the subscription period and billing account, you can confirm the terms of service to purchase. You will see a pop-up window to register with Databricks. Sign in with this familiar blue Google SSO. Put your organization name in free text. You will be returned to the Google Cloud Marketplace once you are registered. Click the blue button, Manage on Provider. Confirm your identity. You will now see the Databricks account console. Now we're ready. Click the blue button, this familiar blue. See a pop-up window to register with. Once you select the subscription period, Google Cloud Console, or simply. Now, find Databricks under Partner. Billing in the left navigation that you may use to subscribe to Databricks. Find Billing in the left navigation bar and either link to a new account or upgrade an existing account. Now, find Databricks under Partner Solutions on the left nav bar of Google Cloud Console, or simply search for Databricks in the Google Cloud Marketplace.
Let's see, I think I missed that part. Something like this. Oh, they want me to sign in. Okay, that's fine. I'm on the SSO step if you're keeping score at home. All right. I need some water. 1 second. Hold tight for this commercial break.
Here's the GA4's data retention policy, what you need to know. Google Analytics 4 is replacing Universal Analytics very soon. Data retention controls allow you to set the amount of time user level and event level data is stored before it is deleted. GA4 only offers 2 options for data retention, 2 months or more. The reset on new activity setting in GA4 resets the retention period of the user identifier with each new event from that user. To update your data retention controls in GA4, log in and navigate to the data settings and data retention section in the admin panel.
No. Damn it. Ugh. Must have hit someone up. Should be good right there. All right, here we go.
So building an audience with Google Analytics 4 is really interesting because you can use events, you can use demographic data, you can use page scrolls, anything
This is crazy.
can be used as a reason to build an audience. How long the page duration was on a certain page, whether they played a video or not. So it's really strictly event-based. Universal Analytics was more hit-based. So yes, they include some events, but this is really about the engaged user. And when I say this, Google Analytics 4 is really about the engaged user. How are they using your site rather than who they are, which would be more demographic related.
That's kind of cool. All right, so this tool is working like a charm right now. So I'm going to build a couple more since I'm getting, and so that pulled the script directly from this video. Go ahead and play this for you. So building an audience with Google Analytics 4 is really interesting because you can use events, you can use demographic data, you can use page scrolls, anything people are doing can be used as a reason to build an audience. How long the page duration was on a certain page, whether they played a video or not. So it's really strictly event-based. Universal Analytics was more hit-based. So yes, they include some events, but this is really about the engaged user. And when I say this, Google Analytics 4 is really about the engaged user. How are they using your site rather than who they are, which would be more demographic related. So building an audience. Nice. I got my Kami. And in the background on that one, it's fun. Let's see. I've got like
Google Analytics 4 will replace Universal Analytics. Users must switch to GA4.
Let's go ahead and try this one. Oops. Okay, cool. So we do original script, same voice, my voice, generate video. All this is working. I'm gonna try one where I actually pick a file from one of the drafts that we haven't uploaded onto YouTube yet, and I'm gonna try to remix that one next. I don't know why it's showing the same video here. That's not true, but okay, anyways, let's get back to it. So it says trial active right now. Share this so you can kind of see that, and then I can go manage provider. It says you're leaving Google, so I got to kind of skip the line. I didn't even have to connect it through the partner portal. I think it automatically did that. Maybe that video they're showing is old. Let's see. Something like this. Again, thank you for your patience as I fumble through this. Yeah, I don't really need both of it. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna matter, dude. And you notice how it doesn't have the pricing tier. Basically is, oh boy, here we go. I can create a workspace. I can manage my data. I can look at my user usage, etc. Here. It's good. Very intimidating, which is good for me. Gotta learn quite a bit, but this is the nitty gritty, right? This is me talking about and explaining how to build an engine versus just taking you to the drag strip and driving really fast. Most people don't care. They just want to go fast. So let's go BHT test. Oh, no spaces. So like that, snake case. What's my project ID? My cloud project ID. Let's see. It is well. Not sure. So ever had that feeling where you were over your head and over your head? Let's see. Crazy enough to figure it out. Okay, yeah, they talked about this. Okay, I still need to figure out this project ID. It's going to be somewhere in here. There it is. That was easy. Never as bad as it seems. It's never as bad as it seems. I am a full-blown believer in that. I think that a lot of times people run away from tech, especially once you get into the weeds, because there's this understanding or this feeling that's not doable. So, I am building organization. This reminds me a lot of how it was when we were first setting up BigQuery. Yikes. That would be tragic events. All right, so this is where they're talking about the ID, pulling this up, additional per workspace cost for database, cost of GCN, approximately $200 a month. Okay, so I can expect to spend about $200. Just fine, and there's a cost to experiment. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it right there. Video's being created here. I'll be live for an hour, and I still have starting soon. I need to stop doing that. Oh man, oops. This is the banner I wanted to play. Let me save this to play. Looks like that. FixYourTracking.com, man. That's the game. All right, cool. Thank you for being patient and watching me run through this. Next time, I'm going to show you how we connect data sources. And I've got a CRM. I've got, we're using System. We're also using Go High Level. So I think Go High Level is a little more popular. So I'm going to use that as a test CRM and show people how that works. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Peace.